another episode of the Terrell Effect. This is episode 276 with D.Brock DaLyrical. Now, we have had stories of all kinds on this show, but this one is going to be, this one, I think this one's going to take the cake, really. So let us get involved with D.Brock. Let them know where you're from, and let's get into what brought you here today.
Okay, well, what's up, everybody? D.Brock DaLyrical, and I am from Pittsburgh, PA, born and raised, and diehard East Coast MC, hip hop. Um, and how I got here today, well, shout out to my publicist MJ Savino because she hooked this up. But it's been a long journey, man, to get back to actually recording and making music again. So I've been rapping a long time. I started way back in 1985 at the age of 15. You know, and then
I was
I put
one.
my first record came out in 1989 when I was 19. So
Okay.
then I recorded in Manhattan off and on for about 6 years at INS Studios in Manhattan, New York City, and had some success early in my career. I opened up for Vanilla Ice, then I opened up for who I think is the best rapper ever, KRS-One, which
Ooh.
was this day the highlight of my career. So I kept rapping, kept putting music out for the next 10, 15 years. But then in 2009, I suffered a stroke and I completely lost my ability to speak. I couldn't say a word. And it took me about 6 months, to almost to a year, to regain my speech. And I actually taught myself how to speak again. I didn't ever go to the speech therapy. I wouldn't take the medication. I was just determined to do it on my own. And I used nothing but hip hop. I just used hip hop. I knew once I could spit the songs that I knew way back in the day, my own songs, but other artists like um, KRS-One, Cool J, Public Enemy, Wu Tang, Jay Z. I would just spit. Kind of kept spitting every song that I knew, and kept trying until I could do it, and that's how I regained my speech. So then I recorded again in 2010, the year after I had the stroke, but it just wasn't right. I didn't like it. It didn't sound like me. So basically, I just stopped, and I hadn't recorded anything since 2010. So "Call Me Old" is my first single since then, and I'm just blessed that it's doing as well as it's doing, and I'm thankful to be here and be doing this again.
All right. All right. Okay. So, um, I don't want to argue with you, but I have to ask you a question
Yes.
because I know your tenure and experience exceeds mine in the hip hop craft. Okay. Um, KRS-One, lyrical legend.
Yes.
Rakim, lyrical legend.
Yes.
Would that make a good versus?
Oh, whoo. Okay. Here's the thing. If as far as the entertainment standpoint, um, I think
No, 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 no. We're not entertaining anymore. We're
okay,
talking bars. We're talking like sluggers. We're talking like this is I want a slug fest. You know what I mean? So
that, the way I see it, it will be a 12-round bout, heavyweight going at it, two champs to unify the belt, and I think Chris will win by split decision.
woo, like split decision. Okay, okay. Cause like again, like like I look at them in like those two are two of the hardest. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like we can list everybody after 1990.
Right, right.
We can list a lot of people after 1990, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the pioneers, the force, the originators. Some of these, like, what was the punchline before Rakim and KRS-One?
You probably have to go back to um, and the chicken tastes like wood.
Ah, right, right.
That
So,
that was the punchline everybody knew.
yeah, shout out to Rabbit Gang in the chat. What up? What up? That's part of the reason I'm wearing my hat. Um, yeah, we have an event happening April 15th through the 17th, a three-city, three-day event. St. Catharines, Welland, and Port Colborne are going to be hosting the Expose the North presents the Black Rabbit Easter Extravaganza. We're going to have an Easter egg hunt. We're going to have some performers. We're going to have some prizes. It's going to be a great time. Inbox info at, or message info at sharetheshock.ca. That's info at sharetheshock.ca for information about that. Um, yeah, spaces are limited and situations exclusive. So yeah, back to the, you'll find me do that from time to time. Like every 15, 30 minutes, I got to interject with a little bit of a commercial or something. So, I mean, okay. Now I'm gonna bring it back to your scenario, your situation. I personally, like, I wouldn't like. There's so many things that I wouldn't do, and I'm looking at what you just said you went through, and it's just like it reminded me of like I kind of thought like when Uma Thurman was in the back of the truck saying "wiggle your big toe," like wiggle your big toe. That's what I was picturing, like your process of coming back to speech. Like I don't know what I would do with my life if I couldn't talk, bro.
It was tough. It was tough because you know when it came back, when it started to come back, I could only pronounce one syllable at a time. I went through all the stages. I sounded like I was mentally challenged. I sounded like I had Down syndrome. I sounded like I had spoke with a lisp. I had a stutter. I just had to fight through all of those to
Yeah.
speaking normally. So and I didn't talk to people. Once I got out the hospital, I was in the hospital for 7 days straight, and they had me hooked up to just had monitors all over my body. They wouldn't let me shower. They just kept running test after test after test. They had me on the neuro unit and then on the cardio unit, then back to the neuro unit, back to the cardio unit. They sedated me and shot dye in my brain and to take pictures. They sedated me again and stuffed tubes down my throat to take pictures of my heart and my lungs. They took about a pint of blood every day. I mean, and I lost 30 pounds that week, those 7 days in the hospital because I was stressing out. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. And right before the stroke, I had opened up for Wiz Khalifa 2 days before I had the stroke.
Holy shit. Talk about highs and lows.
Yep. So it was deep, man. It was deep. But like I said, the grace of God, man, and hip hop, you know,
It's
um, that's who.
powerful.
But like, yeah, you're right. It was tough, and I wouldn't talk to people uh, because I couldn't talk to people, and I couldn't explain to people what was going on. So, people would call me. I wouldn't answer the phone unless it was like my mom or a real close family member. I remember being on the elevators with people and they speaking to me and I couldn't even speak back. So I would just like wave and people would think I was being rude, but they didn't know. I couldn't talk. So, it was tough.
Oh man. So um so how, like, what was, okay, I've never encountered a scenario like this before. I have questions for like almost everything. So you'll have to bear with me.
There,
Um,
bring
well, okay, so I often say that body is the first language we learn. Did you find that to be helpful in your communication, like your body language? Were you able to use that at all to kind of convey or express yourself?
Well, I had to. I had to because um, I remember even when I was in the hospital. This is wasn't funny at the time. So the first hospital I went to, one of the doctors came in, and after they had seen my X-ray, they were actually arguing. It was two of them, and the one doctor was like, "Hey, doc, look, I see it right here. It's a stroke. It's a stroke. I see it in the X-ray." And the other doctor said, "I see it, but I don't fucking believe it. You look at him and you tell me why he would have a stroke, right?" Because I was
Uh,
a personal trainer as well. I was, pretty ripped up at the time because I was training, I was performing still. So they was going back and forth. So then the one doctor looks at me and says, "You snort cocaine, don't you?" And no. And he was like, "Come on, man, you got to admit it. 'Cause, we're going to test for it and we're going to find it." And that started to piss me off. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
only thing I ever smoked weed. So I'm shaking my head, and then kept, so I looked at my mother, and I did like this. I said, like, "Give me a pen and a piece of paper." I couldn't say it, but I was doing like this. So she gave me a tablet and a pen, and I took it, I turned it down, big bold letters, WEED, and I turned it around and I held it up to the
Ah,
right. He said, "Well, that wouldn't cause it. That wouldn't cause it." And I was like, but he said, "Well, we're going to find it." So they went and did the test, and he comes back into the room about an hour later, looking like he had just lost his best friend. And he said, "Well," he looks at me, he says, "Well, you weren't lying about the cocaine." And if I could have said, "I told you, motherfucker," that's what I would have said. But I couldn't say it.
that's great. Oh shit. Yeah, because like I find like here's the thing about doctors, and I will give them credit where it's due. You study 8 to 15 to 25 to your life to
Right,
be who you are and to know what you know about medicine. Now, here's where I have to interject, and this might sound like some ignorant shit. You learned that about medicine. You didn't spend 15, 20, 25, 30 years studying my body. I did. So I know when there's something wrong with me. It's your job to fix it. So when I tell you I have a problem, you don't question the problem I tell you. You fix the problem I tell you because I know what I might not be able to tell you as eloquently as you can tell me. Like I'm not gonna. Oh well, your brachial radialis has plantar fasciitis. Like I can't say some shit like that. But you know what I mean? If I come and I say like, yo, my hip joint doesn't feel like it's hinging properly, then don't say, well, I don't think it's, you need to exercise more. Well, how do you
right,
know that's not what caused the problem in the first place, motherfucker?
right, right, right.
Anyways,
You're right. And another thing about doctors, bruh, most people lose sight of this, but medicine is a practice, right? Motherfuckers just practicing.
should you have it right by the time you finish school, motherfucker? I can't practice music. I have to have this shit mastered.
they, they practicing, bro. It's practice of medicine.
it's like, I don't want you to manage my money if you a broker. I'm already broke enough. I don't need to be broker. Get out of here with that shit.
Oh, shit.
Shit. I'll be my own broker. God
Right.
damn it. Oh man. We had some music here. You know what I mean? We got some music here. We got that track, Call Me Old. Now I saw it, I'm just like, well, that's brazen. Like,
Um,
like,
I,
I,
I, I named the song "Call Me Old."
yep,
I hadn't written anything or recorded anything since 2010. So
yeah,
when I wrote the song, it was actually 2020, and I had just turned 50.
okay.
Um, but I knew that the first thing people would say if I put some more music out is that I was old, or too old to be rapping, or why he's still, he's over 50. Why he's still trying to do this? He's too old, 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 old. So I decided to embrace it and embrace my age and take that away from people. So now I'm old. Now you got to judge me on the content of the song. Now listen to it.
Before we get to that right there, If you was a Mick Jagger looking motherfucker, they would be praising you for your age.
True.
If you was if you was like a Eddie Vedder looking motherfucker, they'd be praising you for your age.
Right.
We motherfuckers need to start holding our hip hop elites, our hip hop forefathers in the same regard as all these other genres. Garth Brooks is a god in country.
Right.
You cannot see. I was about to say something. I wasn't even going to say anything bad. I was just going to say you can't say anything bad about Garth Brooks at all without getting some backlash. The only genre really that we support people like Beyonce. Beyonce has like hella support. The
Right.
Bayhive is like the Bayhive is like, you can be whatever you want to be. Insert your own adjective. That's what the Bayhive is like. Because I'm not even gonna say what they're like. I'm probably getting myself in trouble mentioning them. Fuck it. So you know what I mean? But as it is, like I was on here with Sedan, the God of Sound earlier in the year or at the end of last year, and then I've spoken to like a few people who have been in the game longer than I've been alive, or just as long as I've been alive. You know what I mean? And it's like these are the people that I want to learn from. I don't want to learn from. I don't want to learn him and him.
All sounds the same, man. It all sounds the same. And that's why I wrote Cameo, right? Cameo is sending a message to all the true hip hoppers, but it's also sending a message to these young cats who really don't know what real hip hop is.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I wrote the song, the main reason, is because I was so fed up with the industry, just with the way the industry has went over the last 15, 20 years. The way they have just dumbed down hip hop and made it so that anybody and everybody and their mama could think they could be a rapper.
Yeah.
You don't have to have skills no more.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about getting high and popping pills and going to jail and glorifying going to jail and just being an asshole. And
Glorifying going to jail for snitching.
it,
For snitching. In my day, you couldn't even say the word, you'd get cuffed.
right.
Like what I was just saying, you know.
It's just this participation generation, man, has no clue of what Generation X is all about and what we went through. Like we did, Generation X is like the last real generation as far as having to do shit for themselves. We didn't have all this, you know what I mean? These
Yep.
millennial younger cats, they think they know everything. They get it off the internet.
Yep.
And that's crazy. And I also I remember one of my nephews, some rapper, man, and this dude, he was just horrible, and he wasn't even rapping half the time in the song. And my nephew was loving it. I was like, man, how do you like this? He's not even rapping. And my nephew looks at me and says, well, you don't have to rap no more. I said, wait, what?
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 That's not the kind of culture shock I want. That's not, no. Culture shock. Issue 17 is available at sharetheshock.ca/issue-17. I would like to invite you to tell your story in the magazine.
You got it, bro.
All right. Working on this issue, on issue 18. I'm gonna go over it and see what the remaining space is, but I can say you can, yeah, we'll talk before we go. Like when I end the live, stay on and we'll talk about that a bit more. But your story is one that people need to hear about. Yes.
Appreciate you.
All right. Speaking of hearing, y'all been hearing us talk for the last 20 minutes. So we're going to get into some music right now. Let's go.
Let's go. Check this out.
We came to rock for everybody. All right, this.
The place to be.
And we gonna rock it. You like?
picture me, your artifact. Yeah, young and I'm accepting every part of that. His sister started rap, sell toes and started cap, spit the order rap and give you bitch niggas all the time.
God.
The damn shame, all you fucking sound the same. No original fuss ever make it to your brains. Yeah, they.
No. You ain't gonna rap like that and not have me pull it back. You know? No. Let's get to the track. Okay. That was too tough. That flow was like, that's the flow that I came up on.
You could call me old, yeah, picture me, your artifact. Go ahead, young, and I'm accepting every part of that. His sister started rap, sell toes and started cap, spit the order rap and give you bitch niggas all the time. The damn shame, all you fucking sound the same. No original thoughts ever make it to your brains. Yeah, the industry's to blame. They give a little fame, but nearly half you motherfuckers even got the same name. Low this, low that, low wit, low whack, low young, and you some manners, or you about to get smacked. And please stop tripping, cause you don't understand. About to catch your ass whipping from a grown ass man. See, my generation don't play. I'm a 70s child, so hip hop parade. And I say what I means, and I means what I say. So move, bitch. Get out the way. Call me old nigga, cause I'm an OG.
My dude quoted the new school. Oh, shoot. That's how you gotta do it, though. You know what I mean? Like, you paid attention. You know what's going on, you know what I mean? But you still doing your own thing.
I still love her, but I'm so frustrated. My relationship with hip hop is rather complicated. It's truly understated and purely overrated. Nowadays, motherfuckers on the mic can make you hate it. We had enough of all the mumbling, bumbling, babbling, bobbling, stumbling, and fumbling. Nothing about them humbling. Here comes the tumbling. Get a couple years. Stick your fist, start crumbling. How I feel, man, what happened to the skill? Guess it's hard to keep it real when you popping all them pills. My shit is still ill when it still fit the bill. When I still use a motherfucking microphone to kill. I face death, but I ain't never lost my will. Every day I thank God, cause I know that he is real. So call me Leonidas, Lord knows I never kneel. Cause I still be the type to bring it right up to your grill. Call me old nigga, cause I'm my OG. Call me old nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear, this nigga still here. Call me old nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear, this nigga still here. Still here. Hey, I had a big one with a lunchbox in the backseat, homie. Generation X, stand up. Yeah, I mean, call me old nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear, this nigga still here. Call me old nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear, this nigga still here. Still here. Yeah. I hope you hear me, youngin'.
Like, it reminds me of the same kind of confidence and swagger that I put in Get to Know Me. I had this track called Get to Know Me, and I go, you can get to know me and not. Either way, within the spot, I make it hot. I rock the top. Hot. My name's The Block. And I'm telling you, whenever I perform that song and I get off the stage, someone is laughing the same way I laugh in my verse or my hook. And it's like, yeah. So like this right here, one, that made me feel like I could actually continue doing this past a certain point. Because I was getting to that point in my life where I was just like, do I want to be doing this still? I can do it. I can do it better than a lot of people I see doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But do I want to be doing it still? And it's just like, yeah, I do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And like, I always knew that I was going to do something again, man. But I just didn't know when. Damn sure it didn't take me 11 years. But it was just, it was just happening, man. I was watching TV one day, right when the pandemic started a couple years ago. A video, I was flicking channels, and I turned on one of them music channels, and another one of them little rappers, Little Something, came on, and it was just horrible. About was popping pills and shit, and it was just horrible. And it was that moment I was like, you know what, man, enough. And I started writing.
Okay. Okay. Massive, massive, massive. My goodness. Okay, so what do you know now that you would have told yourself when you started your career?
To always be myself and don't not do for other people. 'Cause that's what I did my whole career. I was trying to write songs for A&R or for records. So I was thinking about everyone else but myself, trying to impress them, thinking
Mm,
I had to write what they wanted to.
okay. 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 That's what's up. Oh man. Sitting here like, man, like 10 years ago you couldn't talk and here we are having a conversation. Like this is miraculous. You know what I mean? Like thank you for, exercising your strengths in this capacity on this, what I mean, on this show because this is a
Thanks,
true story.
just blessed, man. I'm truly blessed and just so thankful. I mean, to me, this is a dream come true, right? Just to be on this again. You
Yeah.
know, it really is, and I'm just every day I'm just just as thankful as I can be. You know, to be in good health and have my ability to speak again and be able to write songs and and be able to still put out good music. You know,
Yep.
and I'm trying to I want to be a catalyst for other MCs around my age that are still dope MCs, but just never got there. You know,
Mm,
and it's crazy because here in Pittsburgh, ever since Carmel came out, there's a lot of old school MCs that are starting to put out music again, and they reached out and told me that my song has inspired them to start doing it again, and that's the biggest compliment I can get, man. So that feels really good.
mm.
But somebody had to do it.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely. I am a little bit late on putting this on my website, so I'm going to do that right now. I realize I promoted it on there too, so I got to make true to my word. Reset this page. So, what's it like out in PA?
It's cold as hell right now, but
Okay.
Pittsburgh, man, it's just it's a hard nosed town, man. Blue collar town. Um, we're just like we're like a smaller. We're like we got big city money, but we're a smaller city, right? Because there's
Okay.
a lot of money here in Pittsburgh, man. Because at one point in time, the Mellons was here, Carnegie. You just think about all the colleges. You got probably 10 Division I, like pretty prestigious schools in like a 5 mile radius. University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, Point Park College, Robert Morris, Duquesne University. That they're all within like 5 miles of each other, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then the hoods, we got all different hoods around Pittsburgh, man, and you know, uh, just like any other city with it's nice population, African Americans and people of color. We got our sections. Pittsburgh went through stages with the gangs and all of that, man. Like, you know, coming up in the early '90s, the gangs got real bad here, and broke a year-old record for homicide record in Allegheny County, and then the next year broke it again. So
Wow.
yeah, Pittsburgh was rough, man, back in the early '90s for sure.
Mm. All right. All right. Let us drop some more tracks while we continue to converse. I'm going into the reggae catalog because,
Oh yeah,
It's just some good vibes. I got this the shout out here.
Bless up, greetings, massive. This is Perfect in the Morning, listening to D.Brock out of Canada with the Tyrell Effect and Expose, the north of YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Run, go check it, listen and look. Boom! It's D.Brock, straight out of Perfect in the Morning, say that.
Everyone can show him some Babylon just going down, you know. Next time I vanish, like the Titanic.
Yes, I. Are you hearing that? Like that distortion?
Red Bull and
No?
green in
Okay.
a turban and Babylon boy fret when me touch the road. Then again, them can't take the fire when me fling. Fire when me carry go, fire when me bring. Again, them can't take the fire when me fling. Emperor Selassie, oh, yeah, the king of all kings. Them can't take the fire when me fling. Fire when me carry go, fire when me bring. Again, them can't take the fire when me fling. Marcus, yeah, the end of the world. Yo, again, but them now watch no face, tell them done.
Telling you, like, I started this with, I think, I started the show like 6 years ago. I had like 4 albums. My album, 2 albums from another artist, and another album from the next one. And I had to scour the web for independent songs from independent artists, get their permission to play their music and all of that stuff. I now have about 30 gigabytes. Yeah. Yeah. I think your mic went out. No. Yeah. Come again? Yeah, yeah. And so sometimes now it's like, before it was like, okay, I'm playing the same song again. Now it's like, I want to play the same song again, but I can't because I got to play something for somebody else. So, it's a better problem, I guess. Yeah.
Bust them head like a razor.
Oh, that reminds me, I have to write up a script for my drop. Okay, Google. Set reminder to write script for drop tomorrow at 2 p.m. Just hoping that works. And that's the thing, like, the advantage that some of these millennials have, or some of these younger generations have, because what we helped develop, they now have access to. You know what I mean? Like, crazy.
Jaja bless, none of them can curse. Jaja bless, so we know.
It's like Ghost trying to talk to me over here.
None of them can curse. Jaja bless, so we know. Jaja bless, hey boy, let my enemy be conquered. Who dare go against Rasta? And the workers of evil must suffer by the hands of Jehovah. Jaja bless, none of them can curse. Jaja bless, so me know. Jaja bless, none of them can curse. Jaja bless, so me know. Jaja bless. Hey, boy, who could tell me say the woulda stoop so low? But I say, oh no, he got to be a noble. But when me looking at myself, and me study life, no me realize we are not immortal, mankind is not invincible. So you should never be surprised. These things been happening time after time, way before our time. So happens now. to be my time.
We
It
are
was
here
God,
with D.Brock
betrayed by
DaLyrical.
Lucifer. Jesus,
Wow, you got that good
betrayed
in there.
by
You got that good in
Judas. Moses, betrayed by Pharaoh. Samson, betrayed by Delilah. Marcus, betrayed by Bagawaya. Jaja bless. None of them can curse. Jaja bless. So me know, Jaja bless. None of them can curse. Jaja bless. So me know, them say them rough. Jaja rougher than them.
Check.
There we go.
Guess who they found this one so far
Yeah. Yeah. It's cutting in and out.
Yes, I. Jah will never leave you. No, no, you'll never ever be alone. Jah will never leave you. No, no. So give Jah you every load. Jah will never leave you. No, no. So never ever feel alone. Jah will never leave you. No, no. So give Jah you every load. Well, in this road of life, it's hard, so hard to pick the road that's right. Oh God, but Jah is my guiding light. In the day, in the night, so me know say everything is alright. So I know watch the storm with the blow. Oh no, and I know watch the heap of angry face them a show. Jah is my guide and my shield, so I never feel afraid when I'm traveling on Jah road. Jah will never leave
Twice.
you.
Maybe that's what's happening. You have two channels on here. Hold on.
No, so give Jaja you
Try talking now.
Jah will never leave you. No, so never ever feel
Yeah.
Jah will never leave you. No, so give Jaja you
This is Lush One to the girl in London, aka the biggest champion. Whatever you do, don't forget to march for a grand spin icon. I'm coming hard at them. I'm a cold product of Kingston yet grand spin. Oh yes. Harder area. And I figure harder area. Tired of the poor life. Man, I hit for 4 nights. Never sleep in the streets. Me have to sleep all night. Harder area. Tell me say harder area. The fucking face and pound. Them ya gather round. Now tell me now go down for the nanny of this year. Feed a year I live me a breed I. Want a couple Benz, a couple beam, a couple eye. Couple houses on the hills, the family and money. Musically me I take it to the stage and Grammy. Bad man better stay far. Me a shoot to the sky until me reach star. Up sticking at the way me kick it like a FIFA. To the streets serenade me name. Harder area. Man a figure harder area. This year I got the poor life. Man a hit for 4 nights. Never sleep in the streets. Me have to sleep all night. Harder area. Tell me say harder area. The fucking face and pound. Them ya gather round. Now tell me now go down for the nanny of this year. Money for me son and for me daughter. Hard work that beat, just like let me a ask for. Now switch me and 51 be faster. Anything I tell you, you just think about the master. Bad man red eye, iniquity now go prosper.
Either way.
Sorry after. Sell them soul, bring down them on disaster. Money me send a red no ask for. Harder area. Run the track. Harder area. Tired of the poor life, man I hit for 4 nights. Never sleep in the streets, where you feel sleep all night. All night, yeah. Harder area.
Yo, it's your boy Johnny Armani, man. You know you tuned into the Tyrell Effect with my boy David the Block Tyrell. You already know I got the motherfucking juice, baby.
It's cutting in and out. So
OJ, I got the juice, ayy. They say grab out with the fruit, ayy. Bad bitches getting moved. They say Johnny, you the truth, ayy.
it's like I can partially hear you.
OJ, I got the juice, ayy. They say grab out with the fruit, ayy. Bad bitches getting moved. They say Johnny, you the truth, ayy. Armani got the juice, ayy.
I can kind of hear you.
OJ, no Bronco, Grandpa all the Bronco, 1 cheese, no nachos. This is Johnny got a hot phone. Look at the body.
Is there a browser session desktop site?
Like how can I not go?
What?
Like
Like if you go right corner and hit the dots, and then scroll down. It'll say set to desktop site. That might help.
So hot, need no flame. I got the juice, mix and grab out with the fruit, bad bitches getting loose. This ain't Johnny, you the truth, Armani got the juice, OJ, I got the juice, mix and grab out with the fruit, bad bitches getting loose. This ain't Johnny, you the truth, Armani got the juice, got the juice, no pop. Like an undiscovered gold mine. For the bullshit, I got no time.
There we go.
All right, you got me now?
Yeah. There we go. Feedback's gone.
Crowd diving at my shows. Rockstar Bon Jovi. Rock Squad 103. Dope blow.
We good?
I can hear you.
Now you're muffled too. Let me see.
I'm like an undiscovered gold mine. For the bullshit, I got no time. Got on my grind.
All right.
We good?
Oh, Primo.
All right.
Yeah.
I had to refresh it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
You're asking me?
You're in the Niagara region?
Yeah.
You ever see Caribbean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
All right. Did you go to the Jerk Hut?
Yes.
Spot, man.
That is the leg, bro.
That lady cooked her ass up.
Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, they ended up closing down. Yeah, but there's a place called Charms.
Okay.
It's just like the Jerk Hut, but it's further up. It's closer to Lundy's Lane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, I used to go to Canada. Like I said, when I was in Buffalo, I would cross the border just to go to the Jerk Hut.
Oh man, wow. Yeah, that nice. Trust.
Yeah, that was.
When I was younger, so I ball now. So my shopping bags when I'm in the mall, about to fall down. Hit the stash, pull it all out. Buy a crib, rent it all out. How you ain't got no fun still at your mom's, boy? What you talking about? New shoes, had to walk it out. Bracelet, had to ice it out. Bank card, had to swipe it out. Bad bride with her out. We just did a dance on a pack, so
This
we
is private
lit it
name,
now.
private number.
And
it's surging right now.
Gucci shirt is on my body. No, I'm not just anybody. I get paid, but don't do polys. Get so turned up, don't do Molly. Gucci shirt is on my body. No, I'm not just anybody. I get paid, but don't do polys. Get so turned up, don't do
Toronto.
Molly.
Ain't new, then we ain't in a close custom made, so we get in fitted club litty when we step in it. Check my shoes,
Glamorous.
just suck with it. Making money move, so we move different. 2020, we got clear vision.
I'm
but we
so
still
happy
looking
the
for
way the
competition.
femcees
Where
have
they at,
stepped
where
up
they
this
at,
last year. Like, oh man. Oh, let me grab some right here.
Ball chick, I'm a bossy Brad. I ain't never pressed ever spend a cash. When you a lady, you always make it fast. When you run, you never finish last. Scare money, don't make money. If you hustle for it, you gon' make it back. First class sipping champagne with my pinky up, and that's no cap. I got this mad, they can't with me. Talk my name, but they duck for me. Bougie, but if you move funny, you gon' see a side that you don't wanna see. I never take L's, you better check the stats. Zero losses like Mayweather. I'm a boss, you better do the math. Can't with me if you ain't making cash. If it ain't new, then we ain't in it. Close custom made, so we get in fitted. Club litty when we step in it. Check my shoes, boo, I'm just suck with it. Making money move, so we move different. 2020, we got clear vision, but we still looking for the competition. Making cash. If it ain't new, then we ain't in it. Clothes custom made, so we getting fitted. Club litty when we step in it. Check my shoes, boo, I'm just up with it. Making money move, so we move different. 2020, we got clear vision, but we still looking for the competition. Where they at? We litty with it. Hey, look at my neck, look at my wrist. Check out the whip, look at my kicks, look at my neck, look at my wrist. Check out the fit, swag just drip, cause I swag when I walk.
This is Kel's Minor right here.
Swag when I walk.
This track right here kind of makes you just like it adds some like some stank to your step, kind of just. I naturally watch something like this, you know what I mean, like a little, but you gotta add a little bob to it when you listening to this, just. Oh man, she was one of the first artists to appear in the Culture Shock magazine. 17, 18 issues, going on 18 issues ago. Yep. We featured her.
Sound like that, but
yeah. Okay.
You know,
yeah.
That's,
yeah.
So I
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I predominantly play like indie music. And if the indie artist has an industry feature, that's cool. But I'm not going out of my way to find industry music to play it on here. You got radio stations oversaturating your ears with the same 12 songs, so no.
Fuck with me, I'ma get a bag of two. He like a real bad bitch with an attitude. And now
this is my favorite Pepsi right now.
And I make him beat it up like he mad at it.
She's just so raw.
Me, I'ma get a bag of two. He like a real bad bitch
just
with
so
attitude.
raw. Like she sounds like Foxy.
And I make him beat it
you know
up
what I mean?
Like
but she raps like Kim. But she has the cadence of Missy.
You know he like it when
you know what I mean? Like,
I'ma give it to him real nice if he want it. Oh wait, he better act like he know I'm a certified boss, nothing like his old hoes. And we gon' do it two ways. I'ma show him new things. Henny with the Douce, sugar with the Kool-Aid. What I look like fucking with a whole clown. I need a hood nigga that's gon' sit a bitch down. What I look like fucking with a whole clown. I need a hood nigga that's gon' sit a bitch down. Go on here, she will talk your shit. And if the D whack, I'ma fuck your bitch, huh? He said he looking for a queen, but I been her. And I'ma write her new nigga like a ninja. Fuck with me, I'ma get a bag of two. He like a real bad bitch with an attitude. And I don't fuck with broke niggas cause I'm bad at it. And I make him beat it up like he mad at it. Fuck with me, I'ma get a bag of two. He like a real bad bitch with an attitude. And I don't fuck with broke niggas cause I'm bad at it. And I make him beat it up like he mad at it. Put your hands on my waist, make me weak. Face down, make me run it on my knees.
He just says it how it is. He just says it how it is, bro.
Niggas don't sleep, cause I'ma give them head, shoulders, knees. I'ma give them head, shoulders, knees. Yeah, I'ma give them head, shoulders, knees. I'ma give them head, shoulders, knees. If I let a nigga in, I'ma change his life. Mix a little bit of honey, we gon' go all night. I got little mama mad cause he all on me. But he just want a little taste of that punani. He a rich boy, I got him in the best spot. He almost got offended the way I'm eating them back shots. I got this new bitch trying to be like me. But ain't another bitch on this earth like she. He gon' meet me in the lobby, don't tell nobody we creepin'. Take him upstairs to my telly, I give him just what he need.
When boys open, if the situation allows, I'd fly her up here to perform. I swear. Like, you're on that list too. What's that? You know what I mean? Like, if I could have an all-star culture stock where I invite all the people I've had on the Terrell Effect, oh my gosh.
She giving Now they just cage it so
Oh
happens
my
I'm
God,
BTF.
it would be
The hungry man
something.
on your body, girl,
I'd
eat
have
it
like it'd
tonight.
have to be a week-long event.
Baby, blow on my whistle like you
Yeah,
a rock. I'm cooking up, I'm the chef. These strokes is equal in depth. Turn that body over, baby. That booty looking too nice. Both fans when you spread it to get that booty a bite. Double tapping while I hit it. That pussy deserves some likes. Then take a shot at amigos. Jack Daniels don't get me right. She fucking me like a thought. I'm sluttier than a slut.
I haven't played anything by me yet. I think I might after the next couple songs.
I'm surgical when it come to that pussy. I make it rain. Believe me, baby, you hang. You bustin', we'll let it bang.
Put your hands on my waist, make me weak.
Come on. You think I've been doing this? Like, you think I do this the way I've been doing this, you know? It's a little...
You so cute with your fine ass. Hey, another you I never find
Johnny
that.
Armani,
She moving
Buffalo
fast like
native,
a
you know
time
what I
lapse.
mean?
I'm trying to climb that.
Well, he's living up in Niagara Falls right now.
Yeah, show me where your mind at. You so cute with your fine
Private name, private number on the Harmony.
She moving fast like a time
This
lapse.
track,
I'm
if the clubs were open right now, I would make sure this was tearing them up.
Yeah,
I spit it as often.
the devil.
Hold up.
You hotter than Satan.
I like
it. Going dark and I gotta chase it. Going too hard and I gotta face it. Oh,
It's not like anything else.
Wasted. Ain't nobody out there hotter than you.
Oh, shout out to
Ain't
Execute
coming
Mode.
around Tupac, baby, I got the juice. Tupac, baby, I got the juice. Yeah, I just wanna see you naked. Time is precious, don't waste it. Want a shot here, take this. Then come and so cute with your fine ass. Hey, another you, I never find that. She moving fast like a time lapse. I'm trying to climb that. Hey, baby, sip up on this wine glass. Yeah, show me where your mind at. You so cute with your fine ass. Hey, another you, I never find that. She moving fast like a time lapse. I'm trying to climb that. Yeah, hey, baby, sip up on this wine glass. Yeah, show me where your mind at.
Look at your fine ass. I'm trying to pine that. Reading your thoughts, I know where your mind at. Your titties, I signed that. Girl, I'm a star, how can I define that? You happy I picked you? Your girlfriend is thick too. Now I'm trying to get through. The rest of your squad, they give them the dick too. I know I'm a rude ass, but you got a cute ass. I pray for your love like a boot ass. When I'm pussy, like who that? Got me rolling on the late night. Hit the gym cause you shape right. Tight dress for the date night. In the bed, we play fight. Okay, right. Shorty take it all off. Bubble bath in the telly. She just like my chain. Lay your head on my belly. Private name, private number. Save that up in your celly. And make sure you hit me up, girl. Cause that ass on jelly.
Fine ass. Yeah. Alright. Hovering, don't you doubt it. Rastafari be about it. I and I be there, you can count it. Try to cross the team, boy, you better reroute it. Hovering, don't you doubt it. Rastafari be about it.
Another Buffalo native. Like, Buffalo's making some noise musically. For sure.
Elevate the mindset in their circumstance. The screen baby got the lion in a deep trance. It's just like slow in the cut. I'm raising why you think the rest is steaming up. Snakes getting close, so I put an extra clip in. Personal with it might get the pistol whipping. You can ride through the little boys all you can, but it's a roadblock when you meet a grown man. They acting hard, but they scared to look me in my face. I keep it moving, dog. I ain't got no time to waste. Roll soldiers and a couple known vets. React well, I suggest you don't send a threat. I'm in shape, cause you know this life a marathon. Militant mind listening to Farrakhan. They try to hang us from a rope. I got my eye on the scope. Don't you doubt it.
Admittedly, I think it's only been the last 3 years that I've been doing interviews on the podcast. But I mean, that's what part of my silence has been. I'm going over those interviews just like, no one's ever had a story like this before. You know what I mean? People have had troubles and trials and things they've had to overcome, but it's just like, to be in a particular industry and have your skill set completely removed from you and have to reclaim it. I know a couple of when I put it that way, I know a couple of people in different industries that have had that, but never flowing in music. Like that's the kind of thing you hear about it as a Disney. You know what I mean? Like yeah. You know what I mean? Let's put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. Look.
And you know what's most people know about it.
Oh man. Yeah, but how do you talk about it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's as men, we're not really programmed to share our emotions as effectively as we could to help us deal with them. As black men, we're not expected to have emotions.
Right.
Right. We're just supposed to be
right. Hard as hell.
Yeah, and like it's harder than you think to pull Public Enemy. And because I've been Public Enemy, number 1, 2, and 3. Shit.
Right.
So, shout out to Jube Electron on the track.
Cruising through your illusion, driving past the cops too. What they gon' do?
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man.
Smoking all the chronic, all of the dopest of stuff.
Nobody want a problem with weed. That's how I said it in a minute, cause it is what it seems.
We gotta beat them on the streets when we ride it now. See them coppers and we got to slide and they find it now.
Nobody want a problem with weed. That's how I said it in a minute, cause it is what it seems.
We gotta beat them on the streets when
Second
we ride
verse,
it now. See them
something like this. I don't remember it all, but said it, I managed no trace of contrition. Bred to be vetted as the face of the mission. Most steady wishing that I become efficient. Depart from the streaming like fishing. Pray for the deep water vindication. The nation is waiting, patient, the station.
Alright.
On a vacate from vacations. Some make they have many locations. I'm braving the elements of much provocation. Statement I will leave the flavor. You love it like bacon. Unless you have other denominations of belief that alter that statement. I'm trying to elevate. Taking into consideration everything. Oh man. Of hating on each other with rations. So part of this that is the tangent. Is the evolution of expressions rampant and illustrations of perspective or extension of one's thoughts as they happen. That would mean we all the lights, camera, action, and also the traction. I just apparently went off on that one. Oh man. Hear you. Yeah. It was like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I can do this. Yes. Brap, Jube Electron. Oh man. I have another one by you, but I'm gonna switch to this one quick. Hold up. Actually, he's got this on here. Yeah. Okay.
Never could be doing this grown. We keep on growing it up to the top. They never could be stopping us. Got what they've been wanting, the dopeness that I've been holding up every moment.
Like the cadence is so. You got like a, you know what I mean? Just a bop to it.
It reminds me a bit of a little bit like,
on the streets, beat them. Holding, I keep on pouring out all my soul, pouring like I'm a poet. The poet's been on the roll, shaking all of my peers. Shakespeare's right here, hating all of the haters. The love is quite clear. Finding it in my heart again.
Smooth. Okay.
Every time that I spit it, I'm ahead by a century. G.
Okay. So that take that Jube Electron right there. My dude. Yeah. Boom. That's Jube Electron saying what up.
I'm balling hard, you can call a kid J. Kareem.
Got Rabbit Gang Music Group. Rabbit Gang.
I would do the same.
If you're scared, you can run and hide. This one, I was on like, oh my gosh. They came in, they played the beat, and like, I don't beef with people. If anything, I'm the barbecue.
Right.
You know what I mean? People want people to beef on me all the time. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So this group was coming at me, Sean. So I just in my basement, just like, yeah, you can run and hide. And then the hook came out, and these guys came through with the track, and I was just like, yo. My dude goes play with James, and they fall like some dominoes. I said, I think this one I know better. Oh man, they talking that mess. Should lead the contest. Should lead the contest. These one that do not profess. These beats we ingest. Most regurgitate. Some of the sickest to spit in these strict. That is not up for debate. Time is as quick as a dip. If one doesn't slip, the consequences are a mess. Music to me, just like a soul, a powerful essence, timeless. True song and free. Up north is where you find us. Spitting the streets of the litter. Give God the glory, it makes it better. Best to see that side, not under the weather. Like, okay, now I gotta find this other track because Jubilexion's on the next track and he tears it up. So I gotta find that right quick. This is a timing thing now. I gotta get more music from him. You got this one track called Coming Up, but I didn't put it on here yet because it's like exclusive. We haven't released it yet. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to, you know, keep it the way it is. Oh, here's that track. Oh, here it is, bam. There we go.
Yo, they're always watching.
This is where I dropped my patois flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check out our styles, trying to figure it out.
But Jubilexion again just comes through with it.
Before the degradation, I was waiting and replacing the creations that I made with my own soul when it was vacant. She took it, I let it take it, couldn't take it, but still made it. They disgrace is when they put down what it is, they never related. All the silence overrated. She got trees, a homie made them, they were waiting for the drop. All the drip got bots of breaking. Cried me a river and she got me bitter. Got me looking like that ever since I was half a kid.
Give up some kind of joy. Me, I got change up the joy, call my lord. They tell me easy to before. The little to rob me, I got off the road. The next place me was gone. Them let's not stop picking and something destroyed. Oh my God. Anytime them off the surface with the bad mind. Me tell them never mind, confident I got time. I said them lips not stop making them something destroyed. And I was being very rude when I said that.
Like you need to steady shaking. Well, I'm making demands.
This station never make it, and I'm part of the plan. Any wrong you reach a break it, you suck in the sand. How much more can will you take it? Every need to stand. Like you need to steady shaking while I'm making demands. I just we were talking about flus and vaccines and fun being the solution before the fucking coronavirus. What is the solution right now? Fun? Vaccines. Because everybody up here is mentally trapped right now. They've been trapped in their houses, except for creatives like ourselves. You know what I mean? They're trapped in their houses. Where we're just like, oh shit, say nothing, we got this, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Okay, I got that track right here, boom. Get to know me. Yeah, I gotta play that. I haven't played some music by me in a minute, so I want to get the approval of someone who has been doing this for a minute, you know what I mean? Like, I don't often do this, so I want to make sure my music meets the bar.
Definitely does, bro. Definitely.
All right.
All the while me I try to seek a chance to prove that we shouldn't have an equal stance.
And in that saying, like, I'm just trying to prove that we should have an equal stance. This song is broken up bar for bar equally. I have the exact same number of bars that he does. So, like, even though you hear me talking for a little bit longer sometimes and him talking for a little bit longer, if you break it down bar for bar, I think it's 3 verses. And yeah, 3 verses, like it's split.
8 bars a piece on each verse.
Yeah, and then there's some places where we go 2 for 2, and then there's some places where we go 4 for 4. This we go 1 for 1.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
Like it needs a steady shaking.
Well, I'm making demands.
Yeah.
They said you never make it.
You're not part of the clan.
Any wrong and reach a break it.
Leave you sunk in the sand.
How much more pain will you take it?
Can't be easy to stand.
This is the the song I open with.
Well, I'm making the
Jubilee Shot, I want to perform this summer, if not in April. I'll let you know right now, so I'm adding it to my playlist. This one right here is what I perform to open my set every time, anywhere I go. I don't care if I perform in the backyard 4 weeks, 4 months in a row. This is what you're going to hear.
You can get to know me or not. Either way, within the spot, I'll make it.
I walked into a place, and I knew like 40% of the individuals in there didn't like me, and I dropped this track.
You can get to know me or not. Either way, within the spot, I'll make it hot. I'll rock the top.
All right, good. Stop. That's what I want to hear, Juice.
My name's the Block. Jettison out the back like tennis is about the racket. Rap is about the tactic. Action after camera and lights. What I'm doing tonight could be star-studded or boring as ice. It's what I like. Having a choice. These are my boys.
Or just go out
my
and then
concerns,
like
agenda, gripping voice. Some of you yahoos, but swear I'm not the twisted type. I straighten out whatever I dislike, especially on the mic. Figures of speech are not contrite. I'm haphazardly hashtag yikes, ready to strike like a match, but I'm forced to be chill. Got the skill of a lawyer, do that for the thrill.
I'm like 30,
Tom Sawyer,
I'm 31 and 3 and 4.
How I feel.
I don't have a law degree.
Any more real.
I have
Let's
30
make it
wins
feel,
in sports
but if you get
without a law degree, bro.
admit I'm the real and bow down to the
Yeah.
block. You get to know me and not.
Yeah, like traffic tickets, like housing issues, personal quarrels. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
My name's the Block. You can get to know me or not. Either way, when in the spot, I make it hot. I rock the top.
You got some stuff here.
My name's the Block. You can get to know me. Your certified ride through the mind of a definite OG is what you're about to be. O-N and on is how I be flow. And just so you know, and because I have to state it, this is the latest from the soon to be greatest. Out of the status being none but my lord. No need for gun bars on sheath my sword. Using daggers as words, cleaning up all the wards, leaving regiment shards while I'm standing on guard. True north, hard, strong and free, loving large. I'm the impact of a barge, supercharged. In fact, I'm harder than that. When it comes to pursuits, my tactics are proof that even when I appear aloof, I'm no spoof. The truth, I can make it happen in the proof. You just have to appear if you choose. Never move to lose. It's what I choose to do. What about you? What will you refuse to do? Get to know me.
I mean, it's like challenging them bar for bar, like be your best to get out of my way.
Bro, you got skills, bro.
Yeah.
My name's the Block. You can get to know me or not. Either way, when in the spot, I make it hot. I rock the top. My name's the Block.
Divine achievements bring life's opportunity carrying knowledge. Yeah. Divine achievements bring life's opportunity carrying knowledge. That's what the block stands for. This right here, the Dan, the God, like this, it is that smooth shift. It's just.
Come across the street cause I do nothing in the open. You featherweight and talking that shit, you must be joking. Daddy long legs, a good debate for what's deserved. Swerve through every curve with words you never heard. You careless and defenseless, senseless, and I'm timeless. Style's priceless. I was born with this niceness. Stop all the yelling before I bust your fucking melon. Come on, this bounty on the holy ground that's forbidden. You don't listen. I'm got you with my brethren. I've linked the like madmen.
Sound like that.
Oh man, that's the Don.
The microphone grips the bitches move their hips. Angels to some and demons to others. You know my brothers. We big niggas from the gutter. Bounty hunters. We did this with a passion. The God of sound, son. No gimmicks. Stop asking.
gonna let that ride for a bit.
Yeah.
R.I.P. DJ Cisco. Yeah. Speaking of which.
Demand the fear from front to rear, we up in here. Pass me a beer, the mic, it don't interfere. For mad years, I've made niggas bounce and scream. Dream for triple beam, re-up and love cream. Your visions made in religion and superstition. Contradiction methods and needed switching of fixing. Uncontrollable, I'm unholdable and unfoldable. And I can roll with you, but I love just the solitude. Avalon attitude, give niggas some persuasion, invasion, and mind games with sensation. Let Jigga tell you lies and Snoop do drive-bys. You know who this is, Sedan, and I don't lie. You're in the kill zone, it can come from any direction. There's no protection in this section, now learn your lesson. When I appear, it's like the leap year and full gear. Shed your tears, pulling spears, it's crystal clear.
Rochester, private name, private number. Song's called
Baby Shake It Like Some Turbulence. Baby Shake It Like Some Turbulence. You're getting paid for what you're working with. So baby, shake it like some turbulence. First it's up, then it's down, then we touch in the clouds. When it's beat hit the ground, we gon' fuck up the town. First it's up, then it's down, then we touch in the clouds. When it's beat hit the ground, we gon' fuck up the town. Made a lot, spent a lot, took my time, now they watch. I just came to claim my spot. If you there to say goodbye, jump back, fade away. How you living? Can't complain. Life is sweet as lemonade. You getting money every day. I've been on all kind of flights. I'm trying to get to higher heights. Turn up every day for every night. I had to sacrifice. I put down some words and get a check like I'm a journalist. Travel around the world and got them bouncing like some turbulence. Whoa! Here we always on the go. Killers they at me, they wanna trap me. Talking about fam, I don't even know. Now that I'm popping, I'm in the profit. They wanna tell me I'm out of control. But you ain't really living till you learn to let it go. Now let it go. Baby, shake it like some turbulence. Baby, shake it like some turbulence. You're getting paid for what you're working with.
Shout out to MJ Savito again.
Shake it like some turbulence.
Right. Four-time award-winning publisher. I just messaged her and said, hey, yo, can I get that article from you by this date? Without hesitation, my G's like, yeah.
Now we up, something brown,
sitting here like, you're magical.
on the truck, when we land, fuck it up. It's my time, let me be, it's my path, let me lead. If you shaking it for dollars, baby, shake it at your speed. Hit the mall, we gon' spend it all. You know that we ball, not at all. If you got a man, he can't get involved. Did it all, just know we elite. Came up off the street, now we deep. No one talking cheap, put this on repeat.
My flex, baby.
It's a party going down, we be in the clouds. Kush blunts going round, yeah, we smoking loud. Looking for that turbulence when I hit your town. Hope you ready, booty heavy, shake it for me now.
Baby, shake it like some turbulence. Baby, shake it like some turbulence. You're getting paid for what you're working with. So baby, shake it like some turbulence. First it's up, then it's down, then we touch in the clouds. When it's beat hit the ground, we gon' fuck up the town. First it's up, then it's down, then we touch in the clouds. When it's beat hit the ground, we gon' fuck up the town.
D.Brock. We are here with D.Brock the lyricist. Vibing, playing some of the latest on the soon to be greatest. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta play a little bit of R&B style. That. Like, I don't sing naturally, so when a song makes me hit a note that I don't traditionally sing, I know that's some good shit, bro.
Right.
Hey,
bro.
Like I said, I've come to the conclusion that when Usher hit that, he was talking about me. I didn't know it yet. Not personally, like he was talking about the shit that I'd be going through. like, goddamn. Music, I'm telling you, if you So many times I've been driving to some shit and the song will come on and it just, that's what I'm thinking. Why the fuck do you have to play right now? You know what I mean? Why are you confirming my emotion? Yeah. Like this one right here. You know what I mean? I want someone's time. I know I can't have it all, but I still want it. That don't stop, you know what I mean? Like certain things you can't have, that doesn't stop you from wanting it. It's just one of those things. So, you know, you just gotta go with the flow.
Made them so spiteful and jealous. Y'all niggas ballin' though. Let the gram tell it. Yeah, I changed my life and I didn't stack it. They only call you selfish because they don't know how I feel to have.
Ooh. The drop's heavy, no?
The plug like my style, I got hired on the spot. I'm the one who break it down and supply when it drop. Every time I play chef, there was extras in the pot. It's crazy when the cops know who regulate the block. It's for my.
I had to. Let's go. Day Stacks, Benny the Butcher, Boat. Just called Dope Man Flow.
The plug like my style, I got hired on the spot. I'm the one who break it down and supply when it drop. Every time I play chef, there was extras in the pot. It's crazy.
I have to put myself in the corner because if I didn't, like if I wasn't in this corner behind the bar right now, I'd be dancing all over my basement and shit. And you wouldn't see me on the camera. So I had to make it inconvenient to leave the booth.
Gonna hate me because I'm so buffaloes for spending hundreds from shit that was sold months ago. Everywhere I go, I need a pole to feel comfortable. And if them niggas down to blow, then we gon' go toe to toe. Look, you stupid thinking you gon' take me out the game. Nigga, step back. I'm shooting shit like Dame with that game winner. Rock 40 in my Nike pouch. I'm still the same nigga. That's your man and he ain't put you on it while you hang with him. I got a street diploma, graduated from a dope block. It take 2 flicks from my wrist to make the coke block. If you listen close, my name ringing bells all through the dope spot. All the plugs know who to call soon as the dope drop.
Too hot, they waiting for me just like a shoe drop. Too hot, they waiting for me just like a shoe drop. Winning and I know that you stink, cause your crew not. I swear I ran a few blocks, I get you shot. Got a shooter, be ready to pop just like a new thought. Got a new balls, put some bread.
We got like 14 different styles.
You broke the law,
hope you make it
shot. I'm in the kitchen whipping with 2 pots. Just got some new drop. Cool. Keep saying you hot. I'm lit like Tupac. Fuck the law. We got it all. Think I'm lying, come shot. Broad day. I'm catching plays, man. Other niggas still feel like I'm dirt.
Thank
I be
you.
In the dirt, BSF.
Like, I don't know. It just, sometimes, like, you think the picture, you're just like, I gotta do this. Like, I was supposed to do 3 designs.
He got this scat, get you stretched for a
I did like 14.
They at your neck, leave you left in the hearse. Good luck catching up.
Because if someone believes that I'm able to do something, for some strange reason, it makes me capable of doing more. Like, I've met a lot of resistance. It's like, oh, can you do this? They walk away, it's like, how you gonna ask me to do something and dab me before I can even try? Like, that's not right.
Sold 1,000 grams out of my last bitch front door. Make no,
so,
he see me in them traps get busy. Bagging 12 off a big cause the bags was skinny. And bringing up with a dub ball stacks of 20s. When dub was coming through, who was hitting half the city? Me, nigga. The dope I sold, still important. These niggas going on 50 and still informing. Now you can't talk runs with a nigga unless you Jordan.
My garage got a sports car parked next to a bar. Let's go.
I got a way bigger than tsunami. I got the bag, now it's time to party. You said it's for me, so why you keep calling? I keep it on me, do not try to rob me. I got some real niggas right beside me. They can't wait to get
as a track.
I'm pulling off of my city. These niggas be hanging a lot, but they cannot fuck with me.
There we go.
I'm going out there LA just to hit up rotate. Today I'ma spend me a 50. Spent the dub right with the plug. I got it all if you need to get with me. I'm taking 20s and 10s and them 5s and them 50s. I run it all up and get busy. Y'all wasn't there when I was broke. Niggas ran range statements. That means that you spoke. I was riding around the bookies. I'm in the space. I jumped up the porch. Y'all niggas was mad. I'm up now. I can't even say shit.
There's 2 Teacher D tracks that are always good to play. He's got this, well, I got his last 2 albums, Rastafari Way and Time Machine. Rastafari Way was featured in the James Bond movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and then Time Machine was released shortly after that. So it was like, all right, cool. Yeah. But this one song, Rumors,
for 2,000 years. I say it's time.
I was just vibing, and then I played the song.
I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. Hey,
they don't always have
my new shit.
They don't always have foundation for their conversation, and sometimes it tries my patience. But while I'm sitting here waiting and debating, I realize
I'm on my new shit.
They probably just listening to
shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. That new shit.
So
2002 DJ.
So I just go about my way doing my thing. You know what I mean?
On my new shit.
But I said,
this that you won't read
the song goes,
shit. They try and tell me
if you believe rumors, they hear about me. Tell me what should I do when I hear some rumors about you too.
I love both, baby. That's the new shit. I could bridge the gap, so let's get back to the music.
It's hard. It's hard. I like that.
I'm gonna be at your house on your roof in boots, bitch.
This is Ezra Shoon Gang with Light Spectrum.
Only leaving hoof prints.
Light Spectrum is like an
cold outside, and I'm getting tested. Of sorts. Because we in Canada, where it can get messy. Yeah. They're playing hockey in my backyard. I think it's a Gretzky. And that's because I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. That 1992 shower and woo shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. That new shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit. That new shit. Hey, I'm on my new shit.
I just got this track last week.
That 2002 DJ Clue shit. Hey.
Got a bone to pick, so I'm coming in with a brewski. Gonna take my time, carving that shit up with a 2 generations. Gonna waste it all, but nothing but 2 cents a nuisance. Gonna loosen, breaking out like the juice did. I'm not don't confuse it. Yeah, the change of me and is bringing that new shit. I know. Heard it before the shit for come get stupid. Help to whip me up some lunch and next line. You're my food, bitch. Dug your own grave, sold it sold to get paid. It wasn't to get laid. Why it's so my get faded. Took your shit, hated. Me and my team made it. Been on this way, it's all the same stuff in the game. Take it. If you want it, make it. Don't like it, then break it. Keep on going till it tastes it. Yeah, there ain't no limits lately. On the train with the gang to the train. No complaints, oh it's insane. Yeah,
I'm on my new shit. I'm on my new shit. Hey. I'm on my new shit, I'm on my new shit, hey. I'm on new shit, I'm on my new shit. That 1992 Shaolin Woo shit.
Is one of the main founders of Shoon Gang, and I liken them to like the Wu-Tang of Canada. Like they have a diverse group of people. They're all doing their own individual thing in different industries, but they all have their musical inclinations, and when they come together, some gang shit, bro. Yeah, like we did a show January 25th, I think it was 2019, and some happened for the show and it ended up getting shut down. So we just took the show to the parking garage right up the street. Filmed 2 videos, had a jam, went our separate ways. Bonkers. Bonkers, but it was fun. So this year we about to turn up. I got Ezra of Shoon Gang, the 2019 Artist of the Year for the Niagara Music Awards. Coming through to perform on the Saturday of the Easter Extravaganza. Just announced, we got Ezra of Shoon Gang coming through to perform on the Saturday, April the 16th. We're going to have this stage in capacity. I have the equipment here, but if I got to get more equipment, I can. You know what I mean? Do I see it if we're just doing artists and hip-hop performances and things like that? I can do it with my one speaker, but last time we did it, we had I have a 60-watt speaker that can do a job, but my dudes from Cooking Control came through for our 2 cookouts last year, brought through 4,500 watts of sound, and way more energy than we can contain in a courtyard, bro. It was like, it was bonkers. So this, and that was planned within 6 weeks. I've been planning since then. And it's going to be the third week of August. So the third week of August, third weekend of August, we're going to be doing it again. This April is just a tester. August is going to be culture stock. Yeah, culture stock. Where I'm going to sell t-shirts. And you have to wear the t-shirt to get into the event. The t-shirt will get you access to the event. It will get you a meal. It will get you a side. And it will get you into a place where we can celebrate
10 a.m.
the happiness and the goodness that is community. So you get a t-shirt,
new things.
You get the meal, you get the side, you get the drink, and you get a memento. T-shirt's probably gonna cost like $50, but you get all that with it. Okay, and we're gonna have another package. We're gonna have packages where you can just buy an entry ticket. That's fine, I understand budgets are a thing. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna have an exclusive package or executive package kind of thing. Probably gonna be a bill 50, but you're gonna get a lot with it. Trust me. So, that being said, SCE on the track. Yeah.
Hit the homies, then I'm seeing what's
yeah, man. Last year, what did we do? The first event, it was $15 to get in.
Keep on working, I can be me. Keep on working. Dead all
you
the
got
research, never
a meal.
Raining right
You got
now, but
a main. You got a side. You got a drink.
Through my tummy.
And you got like a we went from 2 o'clock till 8 o'clock, so like a 6-hour show. Most clubs are charging you $15 just to get in,
right,
and stand around. Plus, then you gotta buy the beer. Then, if you want something to eat, you gotta leave to come back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just said, nah, we're giving you everything right here. We had an open field. The kids ran around in. I threw out some toys and stuff for them to play with. Parents were able to sit down in another section. You know what I mean? Sit in the shade, have a couple of drinks. We had a rotation, like, you know what I mean? We had designated parents going on where, you know, people were sober and watching what was happening, and then they'd shift off, and then someone who might have been sipping a little bit got sober up, and then they had their turn watching the kids. It was a very good time. We only had one complaint. One complaint. But no cops. Okay. Yeah. And even with the complaint was sent in at 8 o'clock. We weren't told about it until 9:30.
Whatever you're doing, man, just stay down.
So administration was on our side.
Right.
Yeah. It was dope. It was dope. So they said they want to do it annually. I'm gonna approach them and be like, okay, third week of August. I'm not even asking you for all the money for it, but what can you put towards it? Whatever you can put towards it will make it better. Look what I did by myself without you, without $1 from you, and give me some money to make this better. You know what I mean? Sponsor this. I've been living here for 10 years, damn it. I've already cost you $4 million. Uh-oh. I got a call coming in. I got to answer this. It's Alicia Ali. Yes, hello. One of the most interesting people I can talk to at this juncture. So, how's it going? Cool. I'm going to put you on speakerphone because we're talking to D.Brock DaLyricist. Are you on speakerphone yet? Okay. There you go. Yeah, now you're on speakerphone. All right, so how's life treating you?
Wonderful. I sent you a list of all the podcasts that are like, sectioned by topic, and I thought maybe you would be interested in approaching some of these podcasters for your artists. There's a different entrepreneurship one, and just check your email, see if you get it, and share the talk.
Okay, share the shock. I will check that right now.
Because there's a guy named Jay Shetty. I think I'm going to approach him.
Okay.
Just to get more exposure, right? Like, it's cool to have your own podcast, and I think that you give a really great platform. But to always be looking out for collaborations and to even get your own stuff out there. If it's not the artist, then your own stuff. You know, it's a great network to have.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Always looking to expand the network. And yeah, this is definitely a good way to do so. Thank you for your consideration. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, if I'm doing something, I'm definitely going to keep you in the loop, you know. Because we're in different genres of writing, but gotta stick together.
Yeah, poetry and prose have their common ground as much as they have their differences.
No, because we're the change agents of the future. That's why.
This too. This is true. This is true. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at all of these podcasts. It's like, where do I start? Oh man.
It's by topic. Just like go by topic, and then you'll see what they're about. So that's what I have to do too.
Okay.
There's not a lot of them that I care about, but the few that I did, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check these guys out.
Yeah, because I could invite them to mine or ask if I can be on theirs, and then I could also open the gateway to other people doing the same. So yeah, yeah. Yeah. This is awesome.
I'm not about joining the guys' podcast or their following, because it's like a marketing machine, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many people are like getting this email? Probably millions. They're gonna get inundated with emails from people just like us. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, we don't want that. No.
So we gotta be out, you know, stand above the rest of them. Be like, look, we're different because.
Yes.
Add your stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
See what you're about.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a good look. That's such a good look. Okay. So I got my work cut out for me, but it's all good. It's all good. We go make something happen out of this.
We're all gonna try, right?
Definitely. Definitely. So I'm gonna forward this list. I'm gonna forward this list to my other email so I could forward it.
I was even thinking Jennifer could help you. Jennifer's all about pushing artists. Oh, maybe her own artists, because she has more than Lushy.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe she could actually benefit from this email as well. So I'm going to send it and then forward it. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, because I know how she is. She's like trying to get all the DJs to play, and that's as hard as it is. But podcasts are also up and coming in terms of artists getting recognized.
Yep. Yep.
And YouTubers, whoever else.
And then you have some people using their mediums to extremes, but that's a whole different ballgame that we're not going to get into. Oh man. All right. Cool. I did not get into the part where I gave That's the what? I was going to say, I didn't flip the script yet. So now that we have both of you in the situation, we're going to start with D.Brock the lyricist. Usually when I flip the script, what I do is I give the guest the opportunity to ask me questions. So so did you have were there any questions you might have had or come up with during the time we were talking?
Well, man, the one thing I want to know is how long you've been flowing and your age right now.
Okay. I was born the year before you started your quest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I started writing poetry when I was 6. When I was 13, I realized I had a prowess for it because my teacher, Mr. Kalish, he kept my poetry anthology, which was like a 20-page anthology. And he said he was going to use it to teach future generations how they were supposed to write poetry. I don't know how long he used it, if he still has it to this day, but like that changed me from being a rebellious punk to an artistic rebellious punk. But I started I started rhyming, like I started freestyling, I want to say around 17, 18. I worked at Food Basics in Scarborough, in Malvern, and a couple of the employees had a party that they invited me to. So thinking nothing of it, I stopped at the liquor store on the way down there, and I went over there with my I think it was my Parrots Bay and my Coke, and I'm just there, and I'm sipping on it, and I'm just, because I'm at the time, believe it or not, I was a little socially awkward, so I'm just in my corner, and then they start playing some music, and I'm in my head, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I could say something to this, and I'm hearing these guys talk, and I'm just like, that's not rhyming, you know what I mean? So I was just like, okay, let me show you a thing. And then I started rhyming. I started dropping bars. And I didn't think it was anything. But then I went to work the next day and everybody was coming up to me like, yo, that was so sick the other day. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, how long have you been rhyming? I was like, I just did it. That's the first time. They're like, no way, man. You must have been doing it for longer. I'm like, nah, that's just what you heard is what I did. And they're like, okay, you should do that. And then I think the first recording I did was 19.
Okay.
My friend Fahim, coming full circle with Alicia from a conversation we had yesterday, my friend Fahim actually said, yo, listen, you're not going to waste your talent. I'm going to record you so we could take this and bring it somewhere and do something with it. So the first recording I ever did officially was called So Grimy It's Pody. Yeah. And this was before, this was even before MySpace.
Okay.
So,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. And you answered my next question already. Uh, I'm kind of biased, man, when it comes to MCs.
Okay.
So if you can't freestyle, to me, you're not a true MC.
I agree. You could be a lyricist, you could be a writer. At that point, you're just a songwriter.
Right.
Yeah.
Or just a rapper.
Or a rapper,
But
yeah.
you're not an MC.
MCs can control the room. Like, you can walk into the room and see the situation, assess it for what it is, and be like, go from speaking poetry to speaking prose to speaking both, and nobody knows.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And that's how I came up with my name, man. Like, it's crazy because at first, before I shortened it to DaLyrical, I just added the D.Brock to it when I came back out because, D.Brock is my real name. My real last name is Brock. Right?
Okay.
And my first name is Damond. So,
Okay.
a lot of people call me just D.Brock anyway. And
Yeah.
and most people call me Lyrical. I mean, it's 30 years I've been rapping and people still call me Lyrical. I mean, even when I
Nice.
wasn't rapping for those 11 years, people who knew me still call me Lyrical.
That's
But
what's up.
the way I got Lyrical was at first it used to be Lyrical Lord when I first started, right?
Okay.
Um, and one of my good friend of mine in high school, man, I was in between classes or study halls or in lunch, we would go and sneak into the stairwells, and somebody would start beatboxing or we start making beats on our chest, and I would start freestyling. And one
Nice.
day I was freestyling, I said something, boy, I'm the lyrical lord, and my man, his name is Robert Chambers. He stopped me immediately. He's like, "Ooh, that's hard. That's your name. That should be your name, Lyrical Lord, Lyrical Lord, man." And that's where it came from, man.
Nice.
So, but
Nice.
I ended up changing it later because I didn't want to consider myself a lord. I didn't like people because some people would say, "What's up, Lord?" And call me Lord, and I'm like, "Nah, I'm not a Lord." So I didn't want people calling me Lord, so that's why I dropped that.
Felt it was blasphemous?
Not really, man. But at the same time, I just felt like I didn't deserve that.
Okay, okay. I want to say never denounce your regality. If people accept you as such, it must be that way. Because you know how finicky people are.
Yes. And
Okay.
still to this day, some people just they're not having it. They still call me Lord, Lord, right? So,
there you go. You got to accept it.
right.
Alicia, you still here? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So, have you been watching the show? Don't worry, I won't feel bad if you say no. And if so, do you have any questions for D.Brock DaLyrical? Okay. Okay. Yes. I told you before you called that it was a potential occurrence. So, culture shock in the building. It's just the voice. Hello? Yeah, I was thinking. Oh, okay. Honestly, when she goes quiet, it's like her whole universe just disappears from connection. I don't like. I'm telling you, I've never heard someone go more quiet than her. Like usually, like when my daughter goes quiet, there's still like a shuffling around. You know what I mean? Or like when you know what I mean when someone else is quiet, you can still hear them breathing or something. No, she just goes dead silent.
That's funny.
I wish I could do that. Like I make noise in my sleep, fam. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. So,
if she likes true hip hop, man, please send her my video, man, so she can check it out.
I will do that right now. Because it is definitely. Actually, are you watching the show? Okay, because probably double back. So I'm gonna send you the link to this artist, and I would like you to take a minute to watch it because he has not only inspired me to continue my pursuits, but reminded me that true hip hop still lives. Yes, he's got like his story is remarkable. We're gonna put it in the Culture Shock magazine, and it's good. Oh, good question. Who are your major influences? I believe he said one of them was KRS-One, but are there any others?
Well, the main person, LL Cool J. He's the reason I started rapping, man. When I heard I'm Bad in radio for the first time, it just blew my mind. And I used to actually go to the under 21 party clubs, man, and I used to lip sync his songs and win contests. And that's how I got into it. And I figured if I could lip sync his songs and win contests, I could write my own stuff. And that's how my career was born.
All right. So LL. All right, that's dope.
Yep,
That's dope.
he's the main one, but there were several others, but he's the main one.
Okay. LL Cool J was D.Brock DaLyrical's one of his influences. I'm on the podcast now. Yeah. Yeah, I've never had this happen before. I've had both of my phones ring while live. This is a good thing and an awkward thing. So let me get back to you. But what was up though? Well, I have you on the phone. Private name, private number. We heard a couple of his tracks earlier. Turbulence was played. We played So Cute, the collaboration with Johnny Armani. Bet, did you send me the MP3? Send me the MP3. Well then, you know you don't want me to play that then. I'll play it when I get it though. Is it on YouTube? Okay, so then I will do. Yeah, send me the YouTube link. Email it though. Yeah. Exposed North at gmail.com. If you do want to make submissions, as you can see, I take them live. Exposed North at gmail.com. Oh man. You gotta do what you gotta do. As a matter of fact, because it is tax season, give me a moment. I will play a commercial from our sponsor.
WBJ Taxes. If you own stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or rental properties, WBJ Taxes. If you own a home, make donations, or have medical expenses, WBJ Taxes. If you have a simple return and would like step-by-step guidance, WBJ Taxes. IRS certified with professionals that gets the job done right. WBJ Taxes does it all. Need documents notarized? See them. They specialize in property and personal income tax and can expedite your returns through e-file. WBJ Taxes, conveniently located
at 137 Evergreen Place,
East Orange, New Jersey. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them 862-233-6157. WBJ Taxes, IRS certified. Come see them before the IRS sees you.
Yeah, so we're here.
I'm feeling this interview.
Yeah. You see, what I'm saying, life doesn't stop just because, you know what I mean, we doing stuff. Things keep happening. So we're gonna, you know what I mean, we're gonna get this all wrapped up in a nice, neat little package. Miss Alicia.
Yes, sir. You take care. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for calling. I'm gonna check that list out and I'll get back to you.
Okay, take care.
All right. All the best. Okay. All right. Now we got a track from private name, private number to, did you send it? exposedthenorth@gmail.com. Yeah. Nope. That one's full, so I had to start another one. So yeah, we got this interview. So who would you like to shout out for, you know, helping you get to where you are, and you know what I mean, like your supporters and all of that?
Oh man, there's so many people, but I'll try to keep it simple. First and foremost, man, I gotta get a shout out to my producer, DJ Super C, SUPAC, DJ Super C. That dude is the best producer you haven't heard of. He's like a cross between Premier and Easy Mo Beat. I mean, he's just unbelievable, and he produced the track for Call Me Old, and he also did all the cutting and scratching that you hear um, in the beginning of the song. That's all him. Those aren't samples. That's him cutting it up. You know, because I told him I wanted to make Call Me Old like a history lesson, you know, for people on real hip hop. So yeah, so Super C, obviously MJ Savino, my publicist, she's just so dope. I get a shout out to Aaron Dudas and Marty Schiff. They shot the video for Call Me Old. Shout out to my attorney, Rocco Koza. Just all my homies, man. Can't forget my family. And you know, people who supported me, man, just you know, over the years, especially on this return journey. I gotta give a shout out and say RIP to my man Robert Poncho Broadway. Um, Unfortunately, he just passed away about a week ago, but you know, he owned the bar where I shot part of the video for Call Me Old, and I also did my first show a few last well in December in his bar, and he was just a really good friend, really good dude, man. And it's unfortunate that we lost him, so I got to give a shout out to him. So R.I.P. the Poncho. And Pittsburgh, man, just my city. I mean, I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh, man. I love the city, even though you know, so like most other cities, we got our share of haters too. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. And it's but if you make it out, if you can make it in Pittsburgh, man, I truly believe you can make it anywhere, man. So and also shout out to Canada, man. Big up to y'all, man, because like I said, I love coming up there and hanging out and kicking it, man. I've always had a good time in Canada, no matter where I've been. So you know, that's about it, man. Oh, shout out to my cousin Denise Wilson Hayes. She's really been in my corner ever since this started again. You know, and my cousin Nina Brooks. Got to give a shout out to her. I believe you interviewed her too.
Nina Brooks. I was gonna say that name
Yes.
sounds familiar. Wait a minute, isn't that like a director, artist?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. She's my first cousin.
Oh,
And yeah, yep. And that's how I got hooked. She's the one who hooked me up with MJ.
Okay, and then MJ hooked.
Yeah,
me
because
up
when
with
I got
you.
the song done, I wasn't planning on putting "Call Me Over" out at all. I was just wanted to write a song for myself and my friends and people I knew, some of the Generation Xers that I knew that was missing real hip hop. So,
Okay.
like I said, because I wrote it in 2020, but I didn't record it till 2021. So when I recorded it and when I got it done, I was like, I need to let some people hear this. So I sent it around to some of my people, and then I sent it to my cousin, Nina, and she got right back to me, said, you have to get this to MJ. And I said, who's MJ? She said, my publicist. So I sent it to MJ, and it was MJ who told me. She called me back, and she said, listen, I listened to your song, and you have a hit, but you need a visual. And that's why I shot the video.
Okay, that's dope, and we have that too. But we got this one on deck right here. Bet, private name, private number, featuring.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, a slew of artists here. I just got the link, so I'm just like, okay, it's one of his songs. Nah, it's like Galaxy Girl and Rochester, and who else on this track?
Oh, it's a collab.
It's a collaboration. It's a heavy hitter right there. Inanna Star. Okay, I hope I said that right. All right, here we go. Okay.
Baby, whenever you need me, forever I got you. I'll keep
you
it
recorded
100, girl. Hardly I get time to
Yo.
miss you. You're always around me. Catch my step on
Hold on, he's probably talking
girl.
to me. Yep.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah, so you got this one recorded, I see.
Found out you had that.
Were you singing it after you recorded it?
That's my girl, you can bet.
Okay.
Come here every night, all on you. Better do me right, show me you. Hold me down, be my ground, love on you. Can you feel my high? Take me up, lay me on my side, going up. Are you gonna even ride? Be the one.
That's right.
Love on you in the morning sun.
You know I got you, I would be nothing without you. I'm so all about you, ain't nobody if it's not you. Got me chatting about you even when you not around. Talking about how you hold me down. Talking about look at what I found. Put you right where you supposed to be. By my side, close to me. Enemies approaching me, we call the play, you coaching me. When I touch down, you could bet. Girl, I'ma lay you down till you wet. Let's go.
Baby, whenever you need me, forever I got you. I'll keep it 100, girl. Hardly I get time to miss you. You're always around me. Catch my step, I'm falling, girl. What you see is what you get.
Not gonna lie, this is another surprise still. Like after Turbulence and like Takeoff, you know what I mean? Like to hear this track is like, okay,
Baby, I don't need no gas.
I'm feeling this.
I got what you need,
It's decent,
baby,
real
I got
decent.
it all.
Yeah. D.Brock DaLyrical just let him feel it is decent, real
Got your
decent.
back, I'll ride till the wheels fall off. Anytime you need me, yo, I'm just one call away. It feels like you walked out of heaven. Got you addicted, you know I'm the best one.
Love it, Louis luggage, just for nothing, no cuffing. Watching movies, we be cuddling. Want it, yes you want it. There's no frontin', run it. Shorty ride it, you my pony. Call her on the phone when you coming home. Take off all your clothes, girl you hot like a stove. Through the highs and the lows, we get high like a dose. Girl you always do the baby, whenever you need me, forever I got you. I'll keep it 100, girl. Hardly I
get time to miss you. You're always around me. Catch my step, I'm falling.
You're trying to open the venue, keep the venue going, and shut the venue down in one set. This is an end of the night song. Sure. Like when everybody's like winding down and getting ready to leave the club. You know what I mean?
Dudes, niggas trying to get lucky.
Exactly. Exactly. Try to see what they can. Try to see, you know what I mean, what they can squeeze off before they pull out the venue.
Right. Get the offering and take them to breakfast and shit.
Yeah. Madness. All right. Thank you for that exclusive drop. Oh, man. Pardon? I'm feeling it, bro. It's nice. It's nice because I was looking for more R&B to fill my catalog still because I have enough more hip hop and reggae than I have any other genre. So I'm looking for more genres of music. So they hit me up with that. Yeah, bro. That's classic.
That sounds good, man. That sounded good.
Yeah. D.Brock said it sounded good too. So, you know, OG's in the game, feeling your style. Yeah. All right. So, who knows, man? So, what's in the works for you now?
More working on the business.
Okay.
Got to get something generating. Can't be putting all this money into music and not be setting up yourself in a position to make the money out of it.
Exactly. All right. That's what's up. That is.
If anybody's out there and they want to join my my follow list, where you get updated on my new releases before it hits the internet and discount on merch to being a part of it, just hit me up and on Instagram and send me your email so I can add you to my contact list.
There you go. Instagram, private name _ private number. That's private name _ private number on Instagram. Hit them up. Let them know what's up. All right. We'll talk percentages later. All right, fam. All right, I'm gonna play this track by D.Brock the Lyricist. Anyone you want to hail up before you head out?
Me?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who's out there working, man. Shout out to everybody who's still trying after this long pandemic. You know, it's a lot of people gave up, so shout out to those still going.
Yeah. True things. All right. So yeah, man. Respects for calling in. I will give you a link when I get my head back above water. I got kids here. I got teenagers here. Oh my gosh. The house is like running like Run's house, except it's Block's place. So Block's house. All right, cool. Yeah, fam. Bless up. All right, boom. So we're gonna play this track right here. Boom.
Okay.
Y'all get the double play.
Yo, I think today's hip hop better than old school hip hop.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Let's go.
Okay.
Check this out.
We came to rock for everybody. All like this.
The place to be.
And we gonna rock like you like.
As it is plain to see.
Nice. I like the way you did this.
You could call me yeah, picture me your artifact. Go ahead, young, and I'm accepting every part of that. Here's since the start of rap, shell toes and starter caps. Spit the art of rap and give you bitch niggas heart attacks. A damn shame all you fuckers sound the same. No original thought. ever make it to your brains, yeah, the industry's to blame. To give a little fame, but nearly half the motherfuckers even got the same name. Lil this, Lil that, Lil Wick, Lil Whack, Lil Youngin', you some manners or you bout to get smacked. And please stop tripping, cause you don't understand. About to catch a ass whipping from a grown-ass man. See, my generation don't play, I'm a 70s child, so hip-hop array. And I say what I means, and I means what I say, so move, bitch. Get out the way. Call me old, nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old, nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old, nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear, this nigga still here. Call me old, nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old, nigga, cause niggas know me.
I can't even do that move right there. That thing you do it on that cement part? Like, nah.
But I'm so
Skip, fuck that noise, bro.
With hip hop is rather
That was the
complicated.
Biz Markie,
Truly
bro. That was my
understated
tribute
and
to
purely
Biz.
overrated. Nowadays, motherfuckers on the mic can make you hate. We had enough of all the mumbling, bumbling, babbling, bobbling, stumbling, and fumbling. Nothing about them humbling. Here comes the tumbling. Get a couple years, their careers start crumbling. That's how I feel, man. What happened to the skill? Guess it's hard to keep it real when you popping all them pills. My shit is still ill when it still fit the bill. When I still use a motherfucking microphone to kill what? I face death, but I ain't never lost my will. Every day I thank God, cause I know that he is real. So call me Leonidas, Lord knows I never kneel. Cause I still be the type to bring it right up to your crib. Call me old, nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old, nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me
You look like you having all kinds of fun with this, fam.
Yeah, this nigga still here. What's crazy is that's the first place I started rapping.
Okay.
I grew up right down the street.
So are those your boys from time?
Yeah, those are all my homies from back in the day.
Ah, legendary. Yeah, this video is officially going into the Culture Shot magazine. And we'll be next one. Yes.
Cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear. This nigga still here. Call me old, nigga, cause I'm a OG. Call me old, nigga, cause niggas know me. Call me old, nigga, cause I don't feel fear. Let me make it real clear. This nigga still here. Still here. Still here. I hope you hear me, youngin'. And pull your motherfucking pants up. Out.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
No problem. That is, bro, this is why I do this. This is why I do this, to see and hear and experience all of these kinds of things that are just, you know what I mean? They're just not, like, commercial radio's not going to play that unless you censor it, in which case they should be playing that.
Well,
they should be. No, real talk. Like, that is, like, there should be a company backing you saying, yeah, like, because you're not telling me there aren't people who feel exactly the way I'm 38 and I feel the way you're saying right now. You know what I mean? Like, I got some 20-somethings calling me old, and I'm just like, that's cool. Call me old. That means I got the wisdom, my G.
Right.
Wisdom.
I'm blessed to make it this far. You better hope you make it this far, youngin'.
You better hope. You better hope. I'm just putting it right now in my, because I have a list of what I include in the magazine. I compile a list every month. And when I come across something like this, I have to make sure I write it down right away. So bear with me.
Man, take your time, bro.
All right. Okay, D.Brock DaLyrical. Call me old. I'm putting a star beside it because it's going in the hottest track section.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, bro.
No problem. No problem. It's what it is, man.
I'm working on my. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's my responsibility to give respect where it's due. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person to take on. Like, I was talking to my mom earlier today, and I said I'm barking up higher trees than I can climb right now. You know what I mean? But no one else is doing it, so I got to do it. You know what I mean? So
right. That's how I felt about putting this song out. I felt like no one else was saying it. You know what I mean? But everybody was thinking it. Everybody over the age of 35, I believe, has thought about what I'm saying in this song, especially if they're real hip hoppers.
Yep. Yep. Because you don't really hear about too many people over that age in hip hop, like except for what, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
And there had to be artists that are known already, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm trying to do something that's never been done before. If I can make it, you know, for the first time at this age, right,
Mm-hmm.
that'll give a lot of hope to a lot of other MCs like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to create a new genre of hip hop, you know, OG hip hop or whatever, man. But, you know, we still got it.
Yeah, yeah, and keep doing it, bro. I will join you in that category. I will join you in the category if the time allows. Or as my
Well,
dad say, if
I'm working on my album right now, bro. So I'm doing a whole album, and all you know, I've had hundreds of songs from back in the day, but everything on my album is all brand new. It's what I'm writing right now. I'm giving the world me where I am right now at almost 52.
okay, okay,
So, and the next single is titled "My Life."
okay. Well, I'm always open to collaborate with a legend. So, you know, if not now, down the road, keep me in mind. And yeah, cause
Definitely,
that
bro. Because
I fucks with that. Like that track right there, like I fucks with that. That's why I'm glad I started the show with it, because now I can just pull the mix back to the beginning and hear it and not have to fast forward through anything.
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. I'm glad you like it, man. That means everything, man, because like I said, I wrote it for, you know, Generation Next and just real hip hoppers, and you're a real hip hopper. So yeah, I wrote it for you too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Love that. Yes. Yes. So, oh man, I know you have other things to tend to. So let us wrap this up. But it has been a pleasure and honor, and I am grateful for you. Thank you for coming out to the show. You'd be surprised how many people can't show up to their phone. Yeah, I'm calling some of you out. I'm calling some of you out. It's all good though. But you know what I mean? Like, I find the people who respect themselves and other, like, respect their time, they'll show up. So, you know what?
Uh,
I'm
I would
honored,
never miss an
grateful.
interview, man. I would never
Awesome.
miss this. I
Awesome.
wouldn't have missed this for the world.
All right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. And yeah, I should invite you back for another show for Candid Conversations, where we could just sit
Please
down
do.
and instead of without the music, and just have a candid talk about world issues and life as it happens.
Right. I actually, man, I kind of want to follow in your footsteps a little, man, because I'm thinking about starting my own podcast as well.
Go with it. Go with it. Just start whatever you're comfortable with, and just keep putting it out there. Start with like even 5 to 15 minutes. Start with 5 to 15 minutes just to get them familiar with you, and do it at a regular interval. I'd say once a week, because if you try once a day, it'll get tedious and you'll run out of stuff. Eventually, you can go from once a week to 3-4 times a week, and it'll be more fluid. But if you try 3-4 times a week and then drop down to one, people are going to think you can't handle it. You know what I mean?
So
And
build it up instead of tearing it down.
Exactly. Like, I started with my first podcast was called Block Talks, and when I went from Block Talks to the Terrell Effect, even though it was an executive decision on my part, because I was going to pay for my own service instead of for someone else's, I got a little bit of backlash, because it looked like I couldn't maintain what I was doing. So I said, all right, cool. I am the longest running weekly episodic podcast in Niagara right now, and no one can tell me otherwise. Right now, yeah. And I think I have the first and second longest running, because a lot of people stopped through COVID. Like, radio stations stopped during COVID, where I was still going. So yeah, so I say that to go back to, so like, pick a topic that you know a lot about, that you can just talk about, and then, like, give yourself a timer, because that's one thing I didn't do when I started. I didn't give myself a timer. So set a timer and just hit record, and then just go. And then when the timer goes off, well, that's it for today. If you want more, come back to, because that suspense will bring them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Restream. If you're gonna sign up for a streaming program, I have a credit for Restream, like a referral credit.
Okay.
This program basically links all of the channels that I have. So I have YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I have like 5-6 different social media sites, and
Okay.
this allows me to connect every channel on those sites for the package that I have, because I have like the company package. It's like $100 a month US, and it lets me connect all the channels. But they have lower packages that let you connect, say, like 12 channels or like 6 channels for, so when you're starting, you could sign up for the free one and see if it works for you. And then, well, if you go to start, get to me through MJ. I'll give you the referral code.
Okay.
We'll go from there. Yeah, and then it's and then you can let other people add their channels too. Like, you see how you're able to connect to your Facebook, and right now we're streaming live on your Facebook too.
Right.
So yeah, it gives you that feature. And I want to say lighting, and like have set up an area where you can be comfortable for at least a half an hour.
Yeah, I got a little studio set up here in my apartment, man. So, and I just bought a nice brand new mic. One of the studio mics. I'm getting ready, and I just got to get a new interface. So then I'll be ready, because I got to get an M-Audio, and I'm gonna get some monitors. Because I used to have the whole studio set up, and I still and then after the stroke, I gave all that stuff away to my nephew, because he's into music, and now he's making records, and he's lives in New York City, and he's doing pretty well, man. He's actually from Buffalo too.
Okay.
So, but I'm getting ready to just do my studio over, man, set it up again and use it for the podcast. And also my producer, Super C, he lives in Arizona. So a lot of times we work, Call Me Old was basically done over the phone. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's the arrangement and everything, and he just sent it to me. So now I'll be able to make some adjustments or whatever, edit the songs, the tracks, whenever he sends them to me before I go into the studio.
Okay. I never thought I'd say this, but you might want to look at the Focusrite too before you buy the M-Audio. The Focusrite. I right now I podcast with a 4i4.
Okay.
And it has 4 inputs, 4 outputs. So I can put in my microphone in channel 1. I have my turntables in channel 2 and 3. And then I have another input for the 4. I still have another input available.
Oh, okay.
And then for the outputs, I can go out to 4 individual speakers.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it only costs like $300. So it's probably gonna be like, it'll probably be like $250 for you. Because I bought it, it was American price when I bought it. So
okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's durable, it's portable. My M-Audio M-Track 8 is like, it's like an 8 channel. So it's about this big, where the M-Audio is like this.
Right.
So like I said, I can pack up my whole DJ set, like my laptop, my turntables, my sound card, and my mic receiver into one thing. Actually, no, the mic receiver can't fit. The mic receiver can't. I have a bag that the mic receiver fits in. But yeah, so I have.
That's compact.
Huh?
I said that's compact.
Yep. Because when people see what you can do, they want you to do it for them. So, there was a point where I was carrying an 80-pound suitcase. It's like, no, this won't work. What am I doing? Like, and carrying it, lugging it up the stairs. Shout outs to Christy Hale at Upper Space. Liquid Fire Radio will be syndicating this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So yeah, this is going to be played another 3 times for y'all to hear. So if you didn't catch it now, catch it then.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Got to shout out the manager, the scout, people, anybody who believes in themselves, because it makes my job convincing you that you're worth believing in a lot easier.
Yeah, man, you gotta believe in yourself, bro. You have to. That's the most important That's your most important attribute for anybody, any athlete, any person. Like you have to, because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect other people to believe in you?
Straight up. Straight up. And that's the bitter grits of it. So with that being said, we're gonna close out the 276th episode of the Terrell Effect.
Thank you so much for having me, bro. Like, thank you so much for having me, Block. This been great, bro. And I really appreciate you, man. And I just had a great time on the show. And I love the music you're playing, man, and our conversations, and all the shout outs you're giving me, man, and playing my song. Just that means the world to me, man. And like I said, I'm just truly blessed and thankful for every day, man. I'm extremely thankful for days like this.
All right, all right. Well, stay on. I'm going to end the stream, but stay on. We got a little bit of talking to do. All right, y'all. Thank you for your time. Bless up. We out.